Alright, so I just finished going over the whole car with some 220 grit on a little palm sander there, and it knocked off all that black, we'll call it primer. It was more like a cross between truck bed coating and stucco, but you know, whatever. So we got it off, came off pretty easy considering. You can notice here that the hood is already like a red oxide primer. So I remember when he got the car, I want to say it was 2001, something like that. At least it was 20 years ago, so let's call it 20. The GM 1989 car here, so the hood, roof, and trunk were, the clear coat was terrible, everything was just flaking right off of it. So my dad went around the car just with some spray bomb, some primer on it. You know, he sanded it down, prepped it up, did the hood, roof, and trunk with that red oxide primer, and that was 20 years ago. I'll tell you what, this primer held up and don't look half bad. So good job, Pop. As for my brother's primer job, maybe he got some bad stuff, maybe he didn't prep it right, I don't know. He was young, and he won't do that again. So now we got it all knocked off here, so we're going to tape up the car a little bit. Well, clean it. I got a little bit of body work to do on that fender here, and then on the other one also, you saw that spot. So we'll finish that up, clean everything up, tape it, and I got some Rust-Oleum light gray primer. You can see I was on the car with the light gray from the factory. I'm hoping maybe it makes the red a little bit brighter or something. Really, I'm not too concerned with it. I'm more hoping it adheres to the car and make sure that it doesn't rust, because at this point in the game, right, that's what we're looking for. So yeah, that's what's up. We'll clean everything up, do a little bit more body work on it, and I'll bring it back after we shoot some primer on it. Alright, I got home from work and I started getting to work on this thing. It got this dent here taken care of, all smooth, nice and yep. Then over here he had a little curb mark, fixed that up. That was cracked down there. This one, I got a little more to go on it. It's getting there. It's actually, I just got to sand it one more time and it'll be perfect. Not trying to go too thick, so I'm just going little by little by little. And those are the only dents on the car, the only blemishes. Well, obviously not blemishes, but dents. So I took these lights out of here rather than trying to tape them off. Figured out how to roll those up and down, so we taped those off right. A little light down there is taped off. And I gotta keep going this way on the car. But I went all around the entire car by hand today, getting in all these little cracks like around here, and you know, all these other little spots around the mirror and all that. So and this car does have a lot of them, and I'm going to tell you what though, I gave him a lot of crap for this car. It's not really my style. It's been sitting forever. It is straight. It is, I mean, the thing is freaking laser straight. And I didn't do anything to it, you know, other than two little dents in the front that were, one he kicked and one he dropped something. And I think that little crack he did putting on a car dot. I mean, it's only a 70-something thousand mile car, and it's amazing. PA car, no rust. I couldn't find any rust on this whole thing. It sat in storage for a while, sat in the garage for a while, sat in the driveway for a while. But yeah, I'm actually impressed with it. I don't know if I'll ever tell him that. Hopefully he doesn't see this. But and I talked to him about the black primer. I didn't tell him what I'm working on still, but just making fun of him actually for the primer. And I was right all the way around. Dollar store primer. He didn't even sand it. Right over the clear coat. And he was young and he rushed it and whatever. So he had an idea. I know a lot of my ideas when I was younger, they weren't executed the best. But yeah, what are you going to do, right? So, all right, it's like 11:30 at night. I got to get up at 4:30 to go to work. I'm gonna go hose off, and I'm hoping tomorrow this thing will be in primer. I got all the little nitpicky stuff done. I got to throw some tape on it. I started doing it, and it's just getting late. So yeah, ended here, and I'll be down here tomorrow. Hopefully, next time you see it, it's ready for primer. All right, so we got it all sanded down. Then I went over it all. My fingers are numb, getting all the little cracks and all that. We got that taken care of. Body work's done. That corner, that fender there. This fender over here had a little dent. We're good to go there. And then this guy down here, we fixed that. Then went around, taped off all the little gaps, all that kind of stuff. Took out some of the lights that I could, like in the front here and whatnot. Cover the wheels. Blew the whole thing out. Compressed air. Wiped the whole thing with acetone. Blew it off again to make sure I didn't get any lint on there or nothing. And here we go. For the first time in the 20 years this car has been in my life, next time you see it, it's going to be all one color. Never seen it one color in the 20-ish years my brother's owned it. So here we go. As promised, 1989 GTA. For the first time in the 20 years this car has been around, is all one color. Monumental moment here, folks. Never thought I'd see it. But I'm impressed with it. I didn't think it was going to clean up like this. It actually cleaned up nice. The car looks good. I think he's going to be happy with it. He's definitely going to be shocked, because I'm shocked and I'm here doing the whole thing. So he has no idea this is even going on. Forget about it. He's going to be great. But yeah, car came out real nice so far. So obviously I still going to put some color on it. But he wanted satin red, satin fire red, or flame red, one of the two. I got it over here. So me and my other brother, we give him so much crap for this car, the mullet Trans Am, right? And he comes back with me because my first car was a disco Trans Am, I had a 77, and that car I got rid of it when I joined the Navy. And I got to hand it to him. He's turned 34. He still got his first car. It's not a lot of guys get that. So it came out good. I got a couple little things to fix on it. I got one little sag in the door and a little sag on the fender over here on this side. Everything else was good. So today's Tuesday night. It's 11:30 because, yep, that happened again. So I'm gonna call it. Lock up, head up to the house, catch a little food because work through dinner to get this done. Hose off, get in the rack, and then after work tomorrow, it's my last opportunity to get some color on it because he's coming down Thursday night. He's working like a half day and then coming down. So Thursday's a wash. So I got tomorrow and hell or high water. She'll have color on her. And that's it. So yeah, I'm headed to the house and get back after it tomorrow. Well, there it is. Got it all knocked out. The Rust-Oleum Fire Red satin finish. New. Said so on the cap. Yeah, it came out great. Really cleaned the whole car up. It's super close to the original color, so the gaps, the door jambs, all that kind of stuff, they don't look bad. They're going to match. I know it looks a little glossy there. It's a satin finish. I just shot it about a half hour ago, maybe 45 minutes, so it's still curing and drying. And then, the more it's out in the sun, and then when you wash it and all that kind of thing, it kind of just smooths it out. So trust me, not the first car I spray bomb with some satin paint. And yeah, just as time goes, it just keeps looking better. And of course, we got all the other stuff to do, right? You got, you put the lights back in, a little GT I almost said GTO. Not a GTO, promise you. But yeah, GTA thing goes right there, and the black trim around the windows and on the T-tops and the door handles and all that kind of stuff. Because the rims are all cleaned up, with the gold. It's going to look good. It's going to really break up the red, because it's just a lot of red right now. But it'll look good. And obviously clean up, the overspray, the windows and stuff. And I know people trip sometimes with the paint on the windows. You hit it with some acetone, it comes off quicker than if you took the time to tape it off, with all the paper and crap. So done that a million times too. But I always get around the edges because it gets caked on there. But then everything else is just overspray and it's easy to clean up. Just like the floor, as you can hear my feet sticking. But so he's going to be down here tomorrow. He's leaving work early. Meet me over at the VFW because it's cheesesteak night over there. And we're going to tear up one of them. Well, one apiece. And then drink a couple beers. So I don't know if we're going to be in the shop tomorrow night when we come back. He might want to come down here. He knows I pressure wash it. That's all he knows. He doesn't know it's painted. He doesn't know the dash is done. So if we get down here tomorrow night, I'm going to see if I get his reaction on camera here, because I think it's going to be pretty good. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to head up to the house and actually shower and get in the rack before midnight for the first time this week. It's going to be dope. Huh? What's up?
Oh shit! It's one color! I haven't seen it one color in a long fucking time.
I don't think it ever was it?
No, not since I owned it.
Mom wanted to see your reaction. That's why I'm recording you here.
Dude! That's one color. Now we just gotta get it running.
That's easy.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
All right, you see there's a lot done on the car. Told you we got all that paint off the windows. And it's all unwrapped along with the rest of the shop. As you can see, got a visitor here.
Let's go.
It's my brother Joe, made it down from PA. And this is his car we've been working on. And we got a lot of balls in the air right now. You see, so we threw the starter in. We thought that was the problem. We got wiring gremlins. When you see a meter out, that's when you know things are going great. So got everything cleaned off of the car. And as far as all the overspray and tape and all that stuff's up. About to do this headliner over here. We had to do some repairs to it. We won't say who tripped over it. But there we go. So then we got to paint it all one color after repair, so that's why they showed through. But yeah, we got some bunch of stuff going on here. We're trying to figure out this. We think we might have figured out the wiring problem. So we've got the parts on order coming in tomorrow. Hopefully that fixes it. Looks like it's the ignition switch. So we read all the wires out and all that. And we had a slight, oh yeah, I almost forgot to show that. There's a slight problem. The battery here, she got a little hot. And well, we both got some burns on our hands from taking that thing off right quick. But no damage here. This looks so. Well, you can kind of see. No, you can't. I don't have a light. But so while we're waiting on that, we're going over the cosmetic stuff, making sure the lines are nice and crisp. And he's swapping out some door power window motors. So that's it. I'll bring you back if we make any more headway. Say bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
That's not, whatever. Well, we got the headliner all glued down, smoothed out. Hopefully holding in the corners pretty good, because I've never done a T-top one before. And you better believe it. This guy's
He ain't gonna be on the car very long.
He don't ever had T-tops in. and we go back and forth because I hate them. And this is why. But looks like it's looking pretty good there. And somehow I managed to not get glue stains all over it, so that's pretty dope. And let it cure overnight. Come back in the morning because it's like 2 and I'd like to get to bed. And cut out for the dome light and then seat belts and sun visors and put in this little guy over here. And hopefully have the parts we need to make some noise. So this is us signing off. Till tomorrow. Alright guys, we got the headliner all trimmed up. The seatbelt goes in and the seatbelt kind of slides through here. There's all trim that goes around it. Cut up there for the dome light, and then up top here for where the sun visor's going. It's all pretty self-explanatory stuff. There's a million videos on it online. None for the T-top one, so this was a little tricky. I'm gonna be honest with you there. I wasn't sure 100% how to do this, but that's what we came up with. Kind of split it there and just stretch it real good all the way around. Hoping it all fits in there the way it's supposed to. Looks good from this angle. We'll see, because you can be able to see a little bit of the top, so we'll see how that works out. Go ahead and throw it in the car and bring it back when it's done. Alright, so we got the interior back together. I know you're happy to see this beautiful specimen of a seat cover again, but we still got some more work going on here. So we got the dash in. So again, we had to take it out so we didn't damage it. And then we got the headliner all up in there, bolted down and whatnot, ready to go. Still got a new cover for that light there, and then he's going to recover the sun visors, put them in once he gets back home, because we're running out of time. Part didn't come in for the ignition, so he's going to take it home and finish it up there. So we get to push it on the trailer. That's going to be sweet. But and it doesn't make sense to put the seat covers on now, so he's going to take care of them later on too. But interior is back together. She's about to go home. All right, we got everything back together in it. Ready to go get on the trailer and go home. So see, we got showed you already, but I'll show you again because I think it looks good. Dash is all done there. Headliner's nice in there. T-top's on because, well, it's raining out right now. So we're about to do some finagling to get this thing turned around inside the shop so we don't have to mess around outside too much. And we enlisted some more help there. We got the big guy and the medium guy to get this thing on here and get on the trailer and get it out of here. So next time you see it, it'll be heading out.
So this is not normally the voice you hear during these videos, but I figured I'd make a video here of it getting towed up to the house for him. You know, don't really see these things too often. So yeah, just a quick clip and it's gone. Doing work?
Down the shade a little bit.
Well, I'll do it from this angle here so then they see you too. You know?
All right. Break off. Brakes off. You got the human winch up there. Using my ghetto come along / tie down.
It's basically a glorified tie down right now.
Glorified come along. There's always a tie down.
We'll
Same.
leave towards the house.
I don't know why we're not going report the front.
Well, you really should.
Oh, is this door gonna hit?
Yeah, shut it.
Brake on.
Brake on. Brakes on.
Just for the record, I hate AutoZone. Goddamn, one-day parts.
Yeah, I never trust those.
Oh.
But yeah, we're getting there. I'll shoot another video of when it's completely on the trailer.
All right, as you can see, the weather didn't hold up. It's raining out, misting, whatever you want to call it. Car's loaded. Big guy's about to get out of here.
It's my job now. I gotta take over, I guess.
So we're gonna get it home.
I get home, I have everybody come and unload it. All the friends that owe me favors, I called them and told them to be at my house. And we're gonna push it up into my garage and start where we left off.
So it's ignition switch, maybe a tumbler, little electrical wiring. The motor's good. We had a motor running before, so we're not worried about that. And there's little stuff going.
Little stuff going. Burnout video. Should not be back here.
But you're allowed to come back.
Oh, just not the car?
No, yeah, that don't come back.
The car's not allowed back?
No.
Okay. I'll take little videos here and there, keep you guys up in the loop, and take it easy.
All right. There she is, loaded on a trailer. This might be one of the happiest moments of my life. There she goes. He'll get her home, get her done, and maybe the next video will have a burnout in it. Alright guys, we just finished the Trans Am up. Just watched my brother drive away with it. So I wanted to show you guys what it costs to do that. So here we got up here, Trans Am cost, right? No, looks like you can read it. Okay, so I decided I wanted to throw paint on it, make it look good for him, right? So I went down to Lowe's because that's about all we got around here. And I bought some sandpaper, all right? Some acetone, some tape, primer, and paint. All right, ran that all up, and it cost me 98 bucks. And for the record, I still got like 2 cans of primer left. So $98 there. Then I got a bunch of tape left. Acetone went to clean the floor up. So then I went over to Hobby Lobby. Now, I know everybody's wives go there and buy all the home decor stuff, all the fake vintage, whatever, which is fine, which is all well and good. They got all those fabrics over there, right? They didn't have any headliner stuff, I looked, but the vinyl was great. It matched perfect in the car, it was easy to work with, and it was cheap. It came up to 30 bucks, and then they have a thing. You bring it up on your phone, boom, boom, shoot it to them, whatever, they scan it, 40% off whatever you're buying. I think it might be one item, whatever, but that's all I bought. So I got 40% off, would have cost me $30, I think it was like $18. So we'll call it 20 bucks, right? Just because, well, it's easier to add up. So that was $20. Then, like I said, I looked at Hobby Lobby. They didn't have it, so I went over to Joann's because they said they had it, the headliner material. They usually have it, at least they try to stock it. They said they run out real quick whenever they do get it. So I ended up ordering offline because I checked around, but so that was the headliner. Cost me $30, shipping and everything to the house. I didn't need anywhere near what I got. I think I got 2 sections of it, which is a yard maybe. Is that how they, I forget if that's how they did it or not. I could have done my whole Cherokee, but I did a small T-top thing. I did that, and like I said, I never did a T-top one before. I didn't know what I was going to need. It's pretty easy to figure out. I guess I could have measured it, but he's going to use that to do those little sail panels on the side, and his what do you call those things? Sun visors. Those things. So he's going to take care of that stuff with the leftover, and he'll probably still have some left over. That was 30 bucks. Then I bought the adhesive, right? That's how you spell that, I think. That was 8 bucks. At AutoZone and O'Reilly's or whatever. So that's all that I bought for in there. There wasn't a whole bunch of other stuff. That was it, right? So the total was $156. $156. Here, this ain't bad, right? 156 bucks to take that car looking like it looked. You guys saw it, left for dead over here, and to where now it's presentable. He can drive it around. He can have a good time with it. If he wanted to turn around and sell it, he can. He's had it 20 years. I doubt he will. But is he going to go to like a car show and win it? No, probably not. But it's an 89 Trans Am. He's never going to do that anyways. But he can go to a local cruise night, take the old lady, get some ice cream, whatever, you know, and enjoy himself. Enjoy the car for $156. Now, he also bought those seat covers that he's going to put in. And what else did he buy? That's it. He's got a stereo for it, which he's got to buy a million of those. I think the seat cover's like 120 bucks. So, and then I did use a little bit of Bondo, which I had back in the shop. Most of us have a little bit. If not, I think it's 10 bucks for a little can. So if you want to call it another 10 bucks and his stuff, so what is that? Less than $400. The car looks good. I mean, the interior was nice. He's going to pull the seats and shampoo them and all that. So he's going to do some work too. He's already doing it. He's making a little video, so we'll see it when he gets it done. He's, he's going to send them to me so I can put it up on the channel and you guys can see the car finished. But this is what I did. I didn't have any idea for his birthday this year. Usually I try to do something. I try to surprise him. I wasn't able to do it. Well, I did surprise him, but I was, last year I went up there to surprise him. But here we got, cost me 150 bucks. And he's happy as could be. So, I want to give you guys a little insight. If you got a car at the house looking like that, it doesn't take a lot to get it done. Take your time, that kind of thing, and just get it done. It's easy. Well, I don't want to say it's easy, because it's not. It's work. But it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't got to spend 10 grand for a paint job. Whatever. It is what it is. But if you guys want to see more stuff like this on the channel, I got other stuff that needs a little bit of paint. I can do different ways. I can shoot it out of a gun, whatever you want. This is just probably the cheapest, easiest at-home backyard thing you could possibly do. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all that kind of stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot.